grade 12. We're going to do the trial paper now. Question 2 is the OOP section of this paper. Remember, when you do an exam paper, you must not remove any code that's provided, and you must put your name as a comment in the top of every .pas file that you use. Okay, we're going to look at the code for this quickly. This program, when you run it, this is what happens. You choose a video there to watch and you click on it, and then the picture comes up and these are visible, but you don't have to worry about that. You are going to be using the buttons here to write code, etc. Let's go and look at the question paper. Sorry about that. The question paper. It says here, an incomplete class T video contains a declaration of 5 attributes. We have a video name, a comment, likes, dislikes, and rating. So I'm assuming these are 2 strings, and then the other 3 are integers. Let's go and have a look at our class. You go File and Open to open the class. Remember, there will be 2 .pas files there. One is for the main program, those for the main program, and this one is the class. So you open that one as well as your main program, and now we see the class. There it is, string, string, integer, integer, integer. Like I said, those are the private fields are given to you. Now in this particular question, they've already included 3 methods: an add like, an add dislike, and a toString method. Okay, let's read the instructions. What must we do? Write a constructor that's going to receive the name of the video and assign this to the correct attribute, and initialize attributes for the number of likes and dislikes to 0. Right. Constructor create. So I'm going to put it over there. Constructor create. See, it's under public. What is going to have a name of video? Its name, colon, string. There's only one parameter, then we highlight it. Control Shift C. And we're going to say the video name, if video name equals s name. If video name equals s name. Alright, what else must we do? Only name of video, assign this to the correct, and initialize the likes and dislikes to 0. Alright, so if likes equals 0 and if dislikes. So we don't have to worry about any of those others. We don't have to worry about those 2. We just have to worry about the likes and the dislikes. In constructor create, if likes equals 0, if dislikes equals 0. Right, next thing. Write a code for a method named add new comment. It's going to receive 2 strings. The one will be a comment and the other one will be a date. So let's go and write the heading. Now method, it says add new comment. Set the value. That means it's a procedure because we're setting. So I'm going to say procedure add new comment. It's going to have a S line and a S S date, sorry, string. Right, so there you have it, S line and SS date. Highlight it. It's a procedure because it's going to set the private fields. Control Shift C. Now what must we do with these 2 parameters that are coming in here? Let's go and look at the instruction again quickly. Set the value to the if comments as follows. 2 parameters must be joined to if comments. An empty line must be added before the new comment is joined. So let's go and say if comment equals empty line #13 plus if comment. Okay, I'm following that instruction. Now, is it comments? If comments. So an empty line must be joined at the beginning of if comments. The next thing, add a new comment from the parameter list after the empty line is added. So then we say plus S line. Okay. Add a tab space and plus #9 plus #9 and then SS date. Remember, the date's going to be as a string format. It's going to be in string format. So add a new comment from the list after empty line. Before a new comment is joined to the attribute. The empty line must be added before the new comment is joined to the add a new comment from the list add the new comment after that. After the interline is added, add a tab space, and add the date, and add an interline at the end after the date. So then you've got to add another hash 13 at the end. Alright, so there it is. Now we're going to do this one, the method named set rating, which is going to set a value. So it's another procedure, setting. If rating is going to be set. And are there any parameters? Nope. So we're going to go and write it now. Procedure set rating, there's no parameters. I'm just going to put it here above my other ones. Doesn't matter where you put it, over there or over here, it doesn't matter. I'll just put it here. These green things are comments, you know that, I assume. Procedure set rating, no parameters. So let's go for it. Control Shift C. Okay, what are we going to do? Subtract the number of likes from the number of dislikes. Alright, we're going to make yeah. If the difference is less than 0, then the rating must be 0. The rating must be 5 for any value greater than 3, otherwise rating is set to 2. Right, so subtract the number of likes, the number of dislikes from the number of likes. So I'm going to have a number here, make a variable, var, inum, just because I like to. You might not want to do it, but I rather work with variables, makes it more organized. Equals if likes minus if dislikes, subtracting the number of dislikes from the number of likes. Now we have to use we have to see if it's greater than or equal to 0. If the difference is greater than or equal to 0, so I'll just say if inum is greater than or equal to 0. Well, we have to worry about this. Is less than or equal to, sorry, less than. It's less than or equal to 0. Then F rating. So we're setting F rating. There's F rating over there, it's an integer. What do we have to set it to? Then F rating equals 0. Else, we're putting else if. I could have done a case structure. If inum, what is the other condition? If inum is greater than 3, for any value greater than 3, set 5 for any value greater than 3, otherwise the rating must be set to 2. Okay, less than or equals 0, we have a rating 0. If, yeah, any negative number. So if F rating is greater than 3, if inum is greater than 3, then F rating must be equal to 5, else F rating equal to 2. So if it's less than 0 or equal to 0, then we say the rating is 0. If it's greater than 3, the rating is 5, otherwise the rating is going to be 2. Right, so I just wrote from there. I did an if then else statements. So F rating, we're setting F rating. Must remember that we're setting this is not a function, it's a procedure, just setting the value of the field called F rating. Now we're going to do the next method, which is get rating. Write code for a method named get ratings, return a string. So that looks like a function, doesn't it? So let's go say function get rating. Colon string, it says it must return a string. Does it have any parameters coming in? Okay, it's going to consist of stars depending on the value of F rating. So if F rating is 2, we want to have 2 stars in a row joined together. Okay, so here we're going to build a string of stars. Highlight the function name, Control Shift C, and I'm going to initialize a little variable called S star, a string variable here. We'll make it equal to an empty string, and then we're going to use a for loop. I'm going to build my string. I'm going to say for k equals 1, 2. How many stars? The rating if rating do S star equals S star plus A star. So there we are. Remember, we had to do the stars depending on what the rating is, and it's going to return the string of stars. So we have to say result equals S star. Result. You must never forget to write result. What do you want to return? This over there. We build it over here. We manufacture it over there, and then we say, let's go and return it, saying result equals. Right. Next question. Now we've got the incomplete program that we're going to do. We've done all of those already. Just do file and save all. Sorry about that. Okay, incomplete program contains code. It's got a global variable obj video, a system date, a string variable named system date. Then we're going to use a list box and obvious videos. So the user chooses a video name from the list box. Write code to instantiate the object. So now a list box. It works just like a combo box. You don't have to worry. 2.2. What are we doing here? 2.2.1. On-click event. On-click event of the list box. Okay. It's actually not just like a combo box. Well, no, similar, but it's got numbers from 0. The first item is 0 in the list box, and so on. Just like in a combo box, you have 0 for the first one, and so on. So the user must choose a video name, and we are going to instantiate the object using the video name. And don't forget the constructor create. When you instantiate an object, you use constructor create, and in this case, the constructor create has only, well, how many parameters? One parameter. Sorry, yeah, one parameter. Okay, we'll use the system date later. Right, so let's do that. So we're going to on-click event of this list box. Okay, now this has already been written for you, and we are going to instantiate the object with obj video. So obj video, which is an object belonging to the class of T video, which is defined over here. T video. Obj video equals T video dot create, and open brackets, we're going to go and put in the list box item. Now it's quite tricky. LBX videos dot items square brackets LBX videos dot item index. So it is similar to the combo box, but you cannot use the dot text property. You have to access the list box item in that manner there. So that's something new. Right, now we've instantiated. What else we have to do? Oh, done it. 3 marks. Okay. Is that 3 marks? Yes, it is. Right, now we're going to go to the bit, BT and like 2.2.2, and bit, BT and dislike 2.2.2 dislike. Use the method class to add a like, and then use the method class to add a dislike, and that's 1 mark each. So we're going to go to the buttons to add a like. We're going to say obj video what kind of method is it to add a like? It's a procedure. Can you see that? Procedures have been written for us. Right, so it's obj video dot add like. Simple as that, but it's 1 mark. And the bit button dislike will be obj video. Oops. You have to quote the object name before you can use the methods of the class, and if you don't use the methods of the class and you do other code, then you won't get your mark, because you have to use the methods of the class. Okay, what are the methods of the class? Right there in this class here. All of those methods, we have to use them. Now these were written for us already, and we have to know that they were there. Right, now the next question is view, watch the video. Okay, the user's going to type, we're going to write code for the dialog box for user to enter Y or N. We're not going to check what they wrote, we're just going to assume that they wrote the right thing in the edit box. So I'm going back to my main program, and we are in 2.2.3. Okay, so we have to ask them if they like it or not, and then write code to execute on-click event. So we want to click the bit button like, otherwise we want to click the other bit button. So that's a bit of different type of question there. So let's go and use our input box for the person to ask yes or no. VARS answer, colon string. We need to have a variable to store the contents of the input box. Do you like this video? Y or N? Okay. And then you're going to say if s_ans equals y. You don't have to do anything else there. Then we are going to click on the bit btn like. So I'll write bit btn like dot click, else bit btn dislike dot click. There it is. Bit of grade 11 stuff there. Right, now we're going to do add code to the methods of the class name set rating. Oh, we're going to use the methods of the class, sorry. Set rating, get rating, the methods of the class, remember, it's in that other unit over here, video class, set rating and get rating. To update the rating and then display the updated rating in the panel name PNL ratings. So let's go and update the rating in this button click. We're going to use the methods set rating and get rating. So set rating is a procedure. Alright, so what do? You say the obj video dot set rating. Okay, and then we're going to display on the panel named PNL ratings. We're going to display PNL ratings dot caption equals, and the rating, the get rating is going to be used. Get rating function, remember get rating, here it is in the class definition. It is a function that's going to return a string of stars, and it will be, you write obj video first, dot, and then get rating. And there we're using the function. There we used a procedure, and there we use the function. And you have to quote the object name. So that is a classic example for you. Right, now we're going to move on to question 2.2.4. Submit this comment. The user is going to enter a comment. You must write code to join these two strings together with the comment on a separate line. We're going to have a name and a comment. So we're going to join the name and then the comment separately. So in this button click event down here, you have two edit boxes, one called EDT name and EDT comment, and you're going to say, I'm just going to build a string here, sline, and I'm going to say sline equals EDT name dot text plus, but it must be separate lines, so hash 13 plus EDT comment dot text. So that's what I've done. I've done what they asked first. Separate line there. Clear the rich comments, red comments dot clear. And then, oops, red, not. Okay, then use the methods to add a new comment with the compiled string and system data as parameters. System data, add new comment, even telling you what the parameters are, so it's easy. And then use toString to update and display the comments in the rich edit component name red comments. So, add new comment and toString. What are they? What kind of methods are they in the class definition? Here you are. Add a new comment is a procedure. So I can't use that in my rich editor.lines.add, but I can use toString in my rich editor.lines.add. Now look at add new comment. It receives a line and a date. And they say we must use this string that we just compiled now. Where is it? Let me get back to that one. S-line, that one we just compiled with the two edit box contents. We're going to use that string and the system date to call add new comment. So how are we going to call add new comment? You can't just write add new comment. No, you have to write obj video, the object name dot. Object name's right up top there. Remember, where did we find it again? There it is. It's a global variable. At the same time, we got system date. System date has already, I thought it was set somewhere. No, it's not. Yes, system date. We have to go and set our system date to today's date. So inside here, has system date been declared anywhere or given a value anywhere? Maybe in on activate event. Let's have a look. Nope. Nope. Right, so we're just going to go and compile the system date anyway. So sorry, I'm taking so. Okay, let's get on here. Inside the brackets of add new comment, see it says there, you must put a string. So I'm going to use this one here, the local variable s-line, comma, but now I've got to use a system date, and I don't date to string date. Simple as that. Okay, add new comment, s-line, and date to string date. There's a system date there. Then after we've called that procedure, we have to call the toString method and display in the rich edit already comments using the toString method. Okay, so already comments dot red comments dot lines dot add. To call toString, you've got to write the object name first, obj video dot toString. Now we're updating the comments in this button click event by reading what the person typed in, and we use this add new comment to update comment. So let's run the program quickly, and just to prove that everything is actually working here. So I'm going to choose bugs, and I'm going to say yes, I like the video. Right, so that's 2 stars. I'm going to write my name and do, and I like it, and submit the comment, and there it goes there. If I click like and dislike, so basically we can't really update the, everything has been written right, okay, just that there's a little bit of mix up with the rating, but it's not the fault that we followed the instructions. Everything is right, the code is correct, and that is going to be the end of that one. So we will see you again on Monday.